Good evening. This is Channel 5 News with the Freedom Riders. I'm standing here in front of the Supreme Court, where currently the state of Maryland is holding its case against McCulloch, who is the Second National Bank's cashier. Maryland decided to impose taxes on the Second National Bank. McCulloch decided he wasn't going to pay those taxes, so currently he is being sued by the state of Maryland. Let's go take a look.
Please rise for the Honorable Judge Marshall.
Please raise your right hand. Now swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
I do. I do.
Please be seated. Now let's begin. Maryland, state your case.
Okay, Your Honor. First of all, the government is allowed to tax everything that's inside its borders, including the banks. It doesn't mean that the government needs a national bank. It's also included in the 10th Amendment, which has the power to tax the people, not the government.
Thank you. McCulloch, state your case.
Your Honor, although the Second National Bank of the United States is not outlined specifically in the enumerated powers of the Constitution, the national government has applied powers that one necessary to carry out the enumerated powers.
Now that I have heard both of you state your cases, give me some time to make my decision. We'll meet in a few days. Thank you. Court dismissed. I have made my decision. Congress does have the power to incorporate a national bank, although states cannot tax in federal institutions created by Congress. Also, Congress does have powers that aren't specifically stated in the Constitution. Case closed.
Well, that escalated quickly. Now, we will interview each of the people from the McCulloch versus Maryland case. We are very excited to get this inside coverage, which many other news channels are not getting. Everybody being interviewed has applied to be interviewed by our channel, Channel 5, the Freedom Riders. Here with me at the Supreme Court is Mr. James, the defendant from Maryland. Good evening, Mr. James.
Good evening.
So, what do you have to say about the Supreme Court's decision?
Well, the government is going to become a tyranny if the states don't get any power, which is absolutely absurd.
Thank you for your time, Mr. James.
You're welcome.
Here again in the Supreme Court is Channel 5, the Freedom Riders. I'm standing here with Mr. McCulloch, who is being sued by the state of Maryland for not paying taxes that were imposed on his place of employment, the Second National Bank, which is a federal institution. Good evening, Mr. McCulloch.
Good evening.
So, do you think things will run more smoothly now the government decided the states cannot tax federal institutions?
Yes, the national government should not be taxed by the state law.
Thank you, Mr. McCulloch.
You're welcome.
Here we are again in the Supreme Court. This is Channel 5 with the Freedom Riders. I'm standing here with the judge that made the decision the states no longer have the power to tax federal institutions. Excuse me, Judge Marshall, but what helped you make the decision in the case of Maryland versus McCulloch? And what impact do you think this will have on the new government?
Well, I've come to a conclusion that the federal government can have more power than the state without it becoming a tyranny.
Also, what do you think will happen to the state revenue?
Although the states won't make money off my decision, they will find new ways to create revenue.
And with that, I would like to thank you, Judge Marshall. This is Channel 5 with the Freedom Riders. We're standing out here in the streets in front of the Supreme Court, where recently the judge just ruled that states no longer have the power to tax federal institutions. We're out here because we're looking for citizens' point of view. So, ma'am, excuse me, what's your opinion on the outcome of the case?
Well, as a Democratic Republican, I believe the decision that took place today was very corrupted. I just came from England, and I would rather have the government not go back to what it was. There's a reason why I came to America, and this is not it.
Thank you, ma'am. Here we are with another citizen who has opposing views of the citizen that we interviewed earlier. Once again, we are out in the streets in front of the Supreme Court. Excuse me, ma'am, but what's your outlook on the case of Maryland versus McCulloch?
As a Federalist, I think it is going to be beneficial towards America's new government. I think John Marshall made a great decision.
Thank you, ma'am, for your time. And this has been Channel 5's coverage of Maryland versus McCulloch. The judge decided the states no longer have the right to put taxes on a federal institution. He has also decided that Congress has the right to make a second national bank. This has been Channel 5. Thank you. Got him!
What's up? I did?
Hector.
Hold on.
No, Hector.
Oh.
Stupid.
It's recording you, you nut. Bark at yourself.
That's cool. Because I haven't been home yet. Alright. God. They still have to pay
Married
taxes.
people, I know, but married people pay less taxes.
Really?
So how would that help our economy if more people were married?
Because single people pay less taxes than married couples.
They pay more. If you're
Is my
single.
left
Mom, do single people pay more taxes?
OMG.
Why?
Please finish the story.
Oh my God! You know what? I'm trying to finish a project. Mom, I'm trying to finish a project here. Okay.
I'm down.
Okay. Mom, busy.
We went to Canes.
Yeah, we went to Canes, bro.
Dewey.
Shut up! Oh my God.
I'm
Okay,
so
okay.
nervous.
Aww. Okay.
What is this thing, man?
Yeah. Huh?
Huh?